A small house stands alone, hidden deep in the woods. Inside, a woman quietly prepares dinner. No music, no TV, not a single sound. Her name is Maddie, and she's deaf, which means she'll never hear him coming. She doesn't rely on hearing, she depends on touch, vibration, instinct. Every movement is precise as she chops, stirs, and tastes the food. Then suddenly, she makes a face. The sauce is terrible. Just then, her neighbor Sarah stops by. The two communicate through sign language, sharing a light moment together. They laugh, they talk, and soon the conversation turns to Maddie's new book. Sarah admits she tried to guess the ending, but couldn't. Maddie smiles. Her mind doesn't settle for one ending. It creates countless possibilities at once, like multiple movies playing inside her head. Endless, relentless. Suddenly, the fire alarm goes off, a loud, piercing blast. Sarah immediately covers her ears, overwhelmed by the noise, but Maddie doesn't even react. For her, it has to be that loud, so she can feel the vibration, even in her sleep. The two sit down, eat, and continue talking. After a while, Sarah leaves, and Maddie returns to her world of silence. Night falls. She begins writing, then deletes it, then writes again. Her mind is filled with noise, but around her, there's nothing but quiet. And because of that, she doesn't notice the figure standing outside, watching her from the darkness of the trees. But someone is already inside her story. Moments later, Sarah comes running back. Panic fills her eyes. Her clothes are stained with blood. She bangs desperately on the door, but Maddie hears nothing. She keeps typing, completely unaware. Then, the killer appears behind Sarah, and before she can react, he stabs her again and again, right outside the glass. Maddie doesn't turn. She doesn't feel anything. She doesn't see the shadow behind her. Her best friend is murdered just inches away, and she has no idea. And that's exactly what makes her the perfect target. The killer then shifts his focus to Maddie, watching her closely, studying her, testing her. He knocks on the window. No response. And in that moment, he realizes the truth. She can't hear him, and now he knows it. Slowly, he drags Sarah's lifeless body away into the darkness. Maddie calls her sister. On the screen, her sister urges her to come back home, to stop isolating herself like this. But Maddie reassures her she's fine. She can handle being alone. As they talk, something terrifying happens. The killer quietly steps inside the house, slow, careful, silent. He walks right up behind Maddie, standing just inches away, listening to her breathe. On the video call, her sister suddenly notices movement in the background. She frowns and asks what that was. Maddie lets out a small laugh. It's probably just the cat. But it's not. Right behind her, the killer calmly lifts her phone, takes a picture of her, and slips away without a sound. Seconds later, a message pops up on Maddie's laptop. It's a photo of her, taken just now. Her blood runs cold. Slowly, she turns toward the glass door. And there he is, standing outside, smiling. He holds up her phone, tapping the screen as if to say, "I'm watching you." Maddie reacts instantly and slams the door shut, just in time. Now the game begins, and she's already losing. The killer starts circling the house, testing everything, windows, doors, weak points. Maddie rushes to call 911, but suddenly the power cuts out. Darkness and silence once again. No sound, no help, no escape. This is his world now. Desperate, Maddie tries to connect to Sarah's phone for help, but she doesn't know the password. Outside, the killer watches her struggle. This is exactly what he wants. He wants her to understand she is completely alone. No signal, no neighbors, no way out. Then, he steps into view and slashes the tires of her car. Any chance of escape? Gone. Thinking fast, Maddie grabs a flashlight and writes on the glass door, "Leave me alone." The killer reads it and then, slowly, removes his mask. He wants her to see him, because no mask means only one thing. He doesn't plan on letting her live. This isn't a break-in, it's a hunt. He gestures, asking if she can read his lips. Maddie nods. Then he speaks, slowly and clearly. "I know you live alone. No boyfriend, no help." He pauses, enjoying every second. "I can come in whenever I want, but I'll only come inside when you're begging me to kill you." A smile spreads across his face, and then he casually walks away, like this is nothing more than entertainment. Panicking, Maddie runs to the kitchen. She grabs whatever she can, a knife, a hammer. She locks herself in her bedroom, barricading the door, pulling the curtains shut. Silence returns. For a moment, nothing happens. Then, a shadow moves across the window. Maddie slowly looks up, and her heart drops. The killer is outside, knocking on the glass, using Sarah's dead body. Maddie breaks for a moment. Her hands start trembling. The knife, the hammer, both slip from her grip. Tears stream down her face as fear finally takes over. But then, something clicks. She remembers. Sarah always kept her phone in her back pocket. If she can trigger the car alarm, the killer will go check it. That's her chance. Slowly, carefully, Maddie cracks the door open just a little. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm blares into the empty woods. The killer turns instantly. Maddie runs. She rushes to Sarah's body and grabs for the phone, but he's already coming back. A hand reaches in through the window. She slams it shut on his fingers. A sharp scream cuts through the night. This is her moment. Her first mistake could be her last. In one swift motion, Maddie grabs the knife and drives it straight into him. He stumbles back, wounded, quickly wrapping his arm with a piece of Sarah's torn shirt. Blood trails behind him as he retreats. But even now, he's still playing with her. He holds up the phone, then places it back on Sarah's body, like bait. Inside, Maddie moves low and silent through the house. Outside, he prowls along the windows. His shadow stretches across the walls, always searching, always close. Maddie slips out and hides beneath the porch, pressing herself against the ground. She can't hear him, but she can feel him. His footsteps send vibrations through the wooden floor above her. Each step closer. He's not rushing because he knows she can't escape. Slow, patient, hungry. He circles the house trying to flesh her out. Maddie suddenly runs, and he fires. Arrows slice through the darkness, barely missing her. She stumbles back inside and locks the door, her leg now bleeding. Desperate, she climbs to the second floor to get a better view. He's out front. Thinking quickly, she throws her flashlight deep into the trees. A distraction. It works. The killer moves toward the light. Maddie climbs out onto the roof, trying to escape, but just as she begins climbing down, he's already there, waiting. The crossbow fires. The arrow pierces straight into her leg. Maddie gasps, clenching her teeth as she forces herself to stay quiet. With pure determination, she grabs the arrow and pulls it out through the wound. Blood pours down her leg. The killer climbs up, ready to finish it, but Maddie shoves him with everything she has. He loses balance and crashes hard to the ground. She quickly grabs the crossbow and makes it back inside. But there's a problem. She doesn't know how to load it. And time is something she doesn't have. Her hands shake uncontrollably. Blood smears across the floor as panic sets in. She locks herself inside the bathroom, trying to stop the bleeding. Then she tries again to load the crossbow. Fails. Again. Still nothing. And all the while, the killer watches her through the bathroom window. Then suddenly, A knock at the front door. It's Sarah's boyfriend, John. He calls out for her. Maddie can't hear him, but the killer can. John notices the message written on the door. Something feels off. He slowly reaches for his phone, but before he can react, the killer steps out, pretending to be a cop. John hesitates. Something doesn't feel right. The killer calmly tells him to kneel and show his ID. Slowly, cautiously, John places his phone down. The killer takes John's wallet, studies the ID, and lies without even blinking. This place was like this when I got here. Someone attacked me, took my gun. John watches him closely. Something isn't right. The air feels heavy. Still, the man is too calm, too confident, too rehearsed. And then Sarah's earring slips out of the killer's pocket. That's it. In that instant, John knows the truth. This man isn't a cop. He just walked into a trap. He's the one who killed her. But John doesn't react immediately. He stays composed, keeps the conversation going, asking simple, harmless questions, pretending to be confused. Slowly, his hand tightens around a rock. Upstairs, Maddie is still struggling. She tries again to load the crossbow, but her hands won't stop shaking. Her vision blurs. She's losing too much blood, and time is slipping away. Downstairs, John finally makes his move. He swings the rock, but at that exact moment, Maddie bangs on the glass, trying to warn him. That single distraction is enough. The killer reacts instantly. The knife drives deep into John. He collapses. And once again, Maddie watches someone die because of her. The killer looks up and smiles. Thanks for the distraction. Maddie freezes. For a brief moment, her mind spirals. She sees herself running, escaping, getting caught, dying. Different endings, one after another. But none of them are real. It's all in her head. Then, her inner voice cuts through the chaos. You can't run. You can't hide. You can't wait. There's only one ending left. She stops surviving and starts fighting. Kill him. Outside, the killer sits on her car, bleeding, smoking, waiting. He knows she's getting weaker. Without warning, her cat appears. The killer crouches, ready to kill it. Thunk! An arrow slams into his shoulder. He jerks back. Maddie stands in the doorway, crossbow in hand. This time, she's ready, and so is he. The killer charges at her. He slams her hand in the door. Bones crack. Pain shoots through her body, but she still manages to lock it. Furious, he snaps the arrow off and screams, "I'm coming in!" And this time, there's no stopping him. Maddie slowly straightens up. The fear is gone. All that's left is clarity. Maddie stands still, then slowly dips her finger into her own blood. With steady hands, she writes on the glass, "Do it, coward." Outside, the killer reads it. His expression shifts. This isn't fear anymore. This is defiance. He reaches for a wrench. Inside, Maddie doesn't wait. She rushes to her laptop and starts typing his description, everything that happened, her story. A final message to her parents. If she dies, the truth will still live on. Then, the glass shatters. He's inside, nowhere left to run. Silence takes over again. Maddie hides in the bathroom, her breathing shallow, her vision fading, her body barely holding on. She doesn't hear him enter, but she feels him, his breath right behind her neck. She spins instantly and stabs. They crash out of the bathroom, bodies slamming into the floor. Maddie crawls toward the kitchen. Behind her, he limps forward, knife raised. Desperate, she grabs the wasp spray and fires it straight into his eyes. He screams, blinded. Maddie reaches for the fire alarm and triggers it. Beep! The entire house begins to shake with vibrations. He can't handle it. Disoriented, he drops the knife. Maddie lunges for it, but he tackles her. They struggle violently. This is it. Hands slipping in blood, breath shaking, body straining. He's stronger, But she's done being afraid. He starts overpowering her. Maddie reaches just a little further. Her fingers grasp something. A wine opener. One move, one strike, and this time, it ends. And then, silence. Maddie lies still on the floor, blood pooling beneath her. Her chest rises, weakly. With the last bit of strength she has, she reaches into his pocket, retrieves her phone, and dials 911. Then, collapses. Morning comes. Maddie slowly walks out of the house, barefoot, covered in blood, silent but alive. Her cat curls beside her. In the distance, red and blue lights flash through the trees. She doesn't need to hear them. She survived.